Home is where we feel safest, but what happens when that safety is shattered? Every night while families sleep peacefully, doorbell cameras across the world capture moments that will make your blood run cold. In today's video, we're examining 5 real incidents caught on security cameras that prove danger doesn't always knock before entering. From armed home invasions to mysterious strangers appearing on porches, from violent attacks to chilling encounters in the dead of night, these clips reveal the harsh reality that anyone can become a victim. So lock your doors, turn down the lights, and prepare yourself, because what you're about to witness will change how you think about home security forever. Number 5. March 27, 2025, the intersection of Athabasca Drive and Hunterwood Chase in Vaughan City. The night was typically tranquil. Silence blanketed the neighborhood beneath a veil of darkness. Nothing disturbed the peace except for leaves whispering in the breeze and the sporadic distant howl of a canine. The home's entrance stood motionless beneath the pale amber glow of outdoor lighting, serene, tranquil, undisturbed. But precisely at 2:10 a.m., that tranquility shattered. The motion detector on the doorbell camera activated. A faint mechanical sound emanated from the device. Something had triggered its sensors.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Initially, the frame remained empty until shadowy forms materialized from the darkened roadway. 4 concealed individuals stepped into the camera's field of vision. Their attire was identical hooded sweatshirts pulled tight, faces hidden beneath white coverings, and backpacks strapped across their shoulders. Each moved with unsettling assurance. They showed no reaction when the Ring camera's automated voice announced, "You are currently being recorded." But warnings weren't their concern. They had arrived with clear intentions. Within moments, the initial suspect advances. He approaches the porch deliberately, his footfalls heavy against the stone surface. He attempts the front door handle. Secured. Then, without pause, he raises his leg and delivers a forceful kick to the door. Boom. He strikes again. The impact reverberates through the vacant street like a gunshot piercing the night. Seconds pass before the second individual approaches. This one demonstrates greater aggression. He begins repeatedly ramming his foot against the door. The strikes intensify, louder, more frantic, more brutal. You can practically hear the wood groaning beneath the assault. Then the violence escalates. From his backpack, the first suspect extracts a hammer, not a modest tool, but a substantial implement designed to demolish more than mere glass. With a savage swing, he drives the hammer through the door's glass panel. The impact is bone-chilling. Glass explodes, cascading onto the porch like frozen rain. In that instant, the boundary separating security from peril, sanctuary from nightmare, is obliterated. The 2 perpetrators climbed through the shattered opening and penetrated the residence. Moments afterward, the third suspect enters the frame. He's brandishing a firearm. He too slides inside, moving as though entering hostile territory without hesitation. Then the fourth, silent, methodical, he infiltrated without utterance. Within, the property owner awakens. Alerted by the crash, already heightened with awareness, he executes the only viable action. He contacts law enforcement. The confrontation proves intense. The suspects command keys. Where are the car keys? Their voices are cutting, hostile. But something transforms when one detects police sirens faintly approaching in the distance. Fear grips them. They hadn't anticipated resistance. They hadn't anticipated the homeowner would be swift, composed, and connected. Frightened away, all 4 suspects race from the house into a dark sedan. Their clothing, their movements, and even their escape direction, all documented precisely by the Ring camera. The homeowner emerged physically unscathed but emotionally traumatized. The terror of knowing strangers violated his home, steps from his sleeping quarters, armed and aggressive, is something nobody forgets. This footage transcends mere evidence. It's an urgent warning. This video demonstrates you should install strengthened security barriers beyond the entry to prevent invasions. Purchase motion-triggered lighting and perimeter warning systems. Train or acquire a guard dog. Sometimes the most effective deterrent has 4 paws. Remain conscious of your environment, particularly during nighttime hours. What transpired that night could have concluded far more tragically, but through technology, quick thinking, and fortunate circumstances, catastrophe was prevented. Stay vigilant, stay equipped. Number 4. Deep into the night on a Canton, Baltimore street, 2 individuals approach a stationary pickup vehicle and verbally confront a man positioned nearby.
Scared of you? Fallujah made me scared, my friend. You
come back.
Do not strike fear in my
Come
heart.
back when you're ready. No, when you're ready, come back.
Actually, yeah. You
Scared as no, you're
talk some shit. Talk some more. Talk some shit. You want to talk shit again? No. Tell me no. Tell me no. Say no. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it or I end you right here. Say it or I end you. I will end you right.
The confrontation intensifies. One individual returns to the truck, retrieves a bat, and approaches the other man again. He swings once, then with greater force. The third blow connects with the victim's skull. The man collapses face first onto the pavement. The aggressor stumbles and tumbles, then recovers and continues beating the victim repeatedly while he remains prone. Nobody intervenes in the footage. No law enforcement appears in the frame. By the video's conclusion, the victim lies motionless and the attacker continues his assault. Number 3. Recently, my neighbor forwarded me footage that was quite disturbing. It was the middle of the night while my neighbor slept soundly. His mobile phone chimed. A notification appeared. Someone has arrived at your entrance. He stirred awake, and upon checking the live stream, he fell silent momentarily. An unfamiliar person entered his porch area and then gradually approached directly toward his door. Initially, the stranger pressed the doorbell. When nobody answered the door nor responded from within, that stranger descended to sit on the floor before the door, and it seemed as though the individual was weeping. It was somewhat shocking to witness why he was sobbing in this manner, and this wasn't the initial occurrence when that individual appeared. It's the second time he arrived, rang the bell, and began crying. What's your interpretation? Who was that unfamiliar person? Could it be a burglar? Could it be an isolated individual battling mental wellness challenges, or is someone orchestrating something hazardous? Number 2. Deep into one evening, approximately at midnight, a Ring video doorbell in Elizabethton documented a profoundly disturbing incident. Within the residence, the property owner, drained from the day's activities, had fallen asleep on the sofa, while his companion Jody stayed conscious in the family room, viewing television. Throughout recent evenings, a raccoon had been venturing onto the porch, frequently activating the Ring notifications. Therefore, when the recognizable alert sounded once more, Jody launched the application, anticipating to observe the creature. However, what materialized on the display sent a surge of terror through her. A man was gradually advancing toward their entrance.
Can I help you?
I was here helping in case she got
He likes to get back in the house.
in case he live here.
No, he doesn't know.
I apologize.
Get off the porch, man. You're scaring my life.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Get the away from my house.
I'm going as fast as I can. This is as fast as I can go.
Yeah, he's on our porch. You can just get the. We can get the police to come and pick you up, man.
Confused and appearing disoriented, he proceeded with the same casualness as someone approaching their personal residence. While Jody observed the real-time transmission, the man grasped the door handle and commenced opening it. She instantly roused her companion, who remained drowsy and unaware of the unfolding situation. By the moment he sprang up, the man had already separated the door approximately 1 foot. That's when Oreo and Tux, the household's Dalmatian and Golden Doodle, sprang into defense, vocalizing and rushing toward the entryway. Surprised, the trespasser retreated just as the door slammed closed. With adrenaline coursing, the homeowner recalled his firearm was in his vehicle parked externally. Uncertain of the man's motives and resolved to safeguard his household, he escaped through the rear exit, sprinted to the vehicle, and secured his weapon from the exterior.
Come on, Max. Hey, he was trying to get in the house, opening the door. Oh, had my gun out and yeah, I literally just opening my door.
Honey, have you still got your gun?
Yeah,
You've got it up, right?
yeah, it's up.
Okay. He's got his gun up.
Safety's on. Yeah, he's down, going up. Here, taking some. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, they're here.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, thank you.
He's limping down the road, but no problem is.
He could still observe the man remaining on the porch. Unwilling to intensify prematurely, he activated his vehicle's alarm to frighten the intruder away and notify the surrounding residents. The strategy succeeded. The blaring siren attracted multiple neighbors from their residences, several of whom identified the man from earlier that day. They had observed him wandering through properties, conversing with himself and displaying erratic conduct. Within moments, numerous officers from the Elizabethton Police Department converged on the location, responding promptly to the emergency. Their arrival swiftly neutralized the situation. Standing within his residence afterward, the homeowner contemplated the evening's occurrences with mixed feelings of gratitude and apprehension. He couldn't cease considering how dangerously close his young daughter Bella had approached peril. She typically remained awake and active in the family room during that time frame. Always secure the doors even when you're positioned right there, he reminded himself, and from that evening onward his firearm would stay within the residence. Despite the porch illumination, camera floodlights and neighbors close by, the man had still proceeded directly to their entrance and attempted entry. It proved a stark reminder of how volatile the world can become, and how swiftly a peaceful evening can transform into a confrontation. Number 1. It was a tranquil evening. The residential area slumbered and everything appeared serene. The residence's porch was faintly illuminated with merely 2 rocking chairs positioned outside. The CCTV device maintained its customary silent surveillance, documenting the peaceful setting. But immediately past midnight, the quietness shattered.
Hush. Good potty. Hush.
Within the residence, the family canine abruptly commenced barking intensely, moving restlessly near the entrance door. Canines detect things humans cannot, and this one evidently sensed something abnormal. The commotion roused the property owner. Troubled, she ventured onto the porch with her canine, attempting to identify what had agitated him. The canine rushed down the stairs, continuing to bark as though searching for someone or something. The woman, oblivious to what awaited, activated the porch illumination and overhead fan. She glanced toward her canine, attempting to determine what he had discovered. For a fleeting instant, everything appeared normal. However, then she pivoted back and became paralyzed. There was somebody on the porch. What she witnessed on one of the rocking chairs, a stranger. He was simply positioned there, staring at her in the dim lighting as though he had been anticipating all along. Her pulse accelerated. Terror overwhelmed her. She inhaled sharply, rotated and rushed inside, forcing the door shut behind her. Breathless, she roused her companion, exclaiming, "Someone is on the porch!" Alarmed by the disturbance, the stranger promptly stood and fled. The canine pursued, barking frantically as the trespasser disappeared into the darkness. Mercifully, the property owner and her canine remained uninjured. The individual didn't attempt forced entry, but his facial features, attire, and every action were documented distinctly on the camera, evidence now possessed by authorities. However, the disturbing inquiry persists. Who was he? A thief surveying residences, a stalker, or merely an intoxicated wanderer who stumbled onto the porch accidentally? Nobody can say. This footage functions as a severe reminder: never confront someone suspicious alone during nighttime hours. Not everyone receives a fortunate escape. If you ever detect danger, trust your intuition, trust your pets, and invariably contact the authorities first. You've just witnessed some of the most disturbing doorbell camera footage ever recorded. Which incident left you most unsettled? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another eye-opening video.